Hello, friends. Welcome to Adventures in Pixie Land. My name is Amy. I'm an ordained minister, and we are in Bible study. We are in the NIV, and we are in the book of 2 Samuel, and we are in chapter 22, David's Song of Praise. Now, before I read this Song of Praise, I will remind that for his time, David was a little bit of a rock star. I mean, Saul heard about him from somebody, and he went from being a shepherd boy to being in the employment of the king to sing him songs. The Psalms that we do, a lot of those are his musical compilations. So quite a prolific writer with a very, deep love for the subject matter, for sure. A lot of complicated emotions in him. So David's Song of Praise. David sang to the Lord the words of this song when the Lord delivered him from the hand of all his enemies and from the hand of Saul. He said, "The Lord is my rock, my fortress, and my deliverer. My God is my rock in whom I take refuge, my shield and the horn of my salvation." Has a footnote on there of D, which says the horn symbolizes strength. He is my stronghold, my refuge, my savior. From violent men you save me. I call to the Lord, who is worthy of praise. I am saved from my enemies. The waves of death swirled about me. The torrents of destruction overwhelmed me. The cords of the grave, grave has a footnote for Sheol, coiled around me. The snares of death confronted me. In my distress, I called to the Lord. I called out to my God. From his temple he heard my voice. My cry came to his ears. The earth trembled and quaked. The foundations of the heavens shook. Let's see, another footnote. The Hebrew Vulgate, that's Latin, Syriac, so Syrian, or something of that nature. Like Assyrian, like that kind of thing. Mountains. The mountains shook. Because remember, they did attribute, before they had a temple built in Jerusalem, they did attribute mountains to this place. They trembled because he was angry. Now also remember, there are two fault lines on either side of the Jordan River. An Araba means salt. There are mountains of salt, which geologists confirm that even still to this day, there are pockets of natural gas. So sparks can make these things happen. And there are active volcanoes, or were active volcanoes in the area, at least two, during the time frame of, most of the Old Testament. Just for reference. I myself have gotten curious and gone looked. Smoke rose from his nostrils. Consuming fire came from his mouth. Burning coals blazed out of it. He parted the heavens and came down. Dark clouds were under his feet. He mounted the cherubim and flew. He soared. Many Hebrew manuscripts, Psalm 18:10, appeared. So he appeared on the wings of the wind. He made darkness his canopy around him. The dark, the Septuagint, Greek, and the Vulgate, Latin. And Psalm 18:11, Hebrew, mast. So the mast rain cloud, or the dark rain clouds of the sky, out of the brightness of his presence, bolts of lightning blazed forth. The Lord thundered from heaven. The voice of the Most High resounded. He shot arrows and scattered the enemies, bolts of lightning and routed them. The valleys of the sea were exposed, and the foundations of the earth laid bare at the rebuke of the Lord, the blast of the breath of his nostrils. He reached down from on high and took hold of me. He drew me out of deep waters. He rescued me from my powerful enemy, from my foes who were too strong for me. They confronted me in the day of my disaster, but the Lord was my support. He brought me into a spacious place. He rescued me because he delighted in me. The Lord has dealt with me according to my righteousness. According to the cleanness of my hands, he has rewarded me. For I have kept the ways of the Lord. I have not done evil by turning from my God. All his laws are before me. I have not turned away from his decrees. I have been blameless before him. Okay, Lord, I didn't say blameless. David said blameless. Just going to make that clear because I don't need that trouble. Get too prideful and watch what he does. No, thank you. I have kept myself from sin. Again, Father, careful. The Lord has rewarded me according to my righteousness, according to my cleanness in his sight. Hebrew, Septuagint, and Vulgate. Plus Psalms 18:24, to the cleanness of my hands. So I know how aggravated I get when electronics are too slow for me, even though I'm a grown person. So, just that by itself, have I not had a temper tantrum with a piece of technology since the last time I apologized? I might be on a roll, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. To the faithful, you show yourself faithful. To the blameless, you show yourself blameless. To the pure, you show yourself pure. But to the crooked, you show yourself shrewd. You save the humble, but your eyes are on the haughty to bring them low. That's why I said, listen, Lord, I didn't write this. I'm just reading it. You are my lamp, O Lord. The Lord turns my darkness into light. With your help, I can advance against a troop. Is an A. Or can run through a barricade. With my God, I can scale a wall. As for God, his way is perfect. The word of the Lord is flawless. He is a shield for all those who take refuge in him. For who is God besides the Lord? And who is the rock except our God? It is God who arms me with strength. Dead Sea Scrolls, then the Septuagint, Vulgate, and Syriac, 1834, and the Masoretic text says, who is my strong refuge and will make my way perfect. He makes my feet like the feet of a deer. He enables me to stand on the heights. He trains my hands for battle. My arms can bend a bow of bronze. Give me your shield of victory. You stoop down to make me great. You broaden the path beneath me, and so that my ankles do not turn. I pursue my enemies and crush them. I did not turn back until they were destroyed. I crushed them completely and they could not rise. They fell beneath my feet. You armed me with the strength for battle. You made my adversaries bow to my feet. You made my enemies turn their backs to flight. And I destroyed my foes. They cried for help, but there was no one to save them. To the Lord, but he did not answer. I beat them as fine as the dust of the earth and pounded and trampled them like mud in the streets. You have delivered me from the attacks of my people. You have preserved me as the head of nations. People I did not know are subject to me, and foreigners come cringing to me. As soon as they hear me, they obey me. They lose all heart. They come trembling from their strongholds. A footnote with the word trembling. The Septuagint, the Vulgate, and Psalms 18:45, Masoretic texts, they arm themselves. Okay. Let's see. Hang on 1 second. So instead of trembling, it's they arm themselves. They all lose heart. They come arming themselves from their strongholds. The Lord lives. Praise be to my rock. Exalted be God, the rock, my Savior. He is the God who avenges me, who puts the nations under me, who sets me free from my enemies. You exalted me above my foes. From violent men you rescued me. Therefore I will praise you, O Lord. Among the nations, I will sing praises to your name. He gives his kings great victories. He shows unfailing kindness to his anointed, to David and his descendants forever. David and his descendants forever. So indeed, if you want to find out about what happens next, because the next part does indeed also involve an oracle from King David. But that's the next video, friends. So until tomorrow.